Hey guys, Muncheez here. Welcome to another Maplestory video for beginners, and in this video I'm going to be talking about familiars, specifically for the reboot or heroic servers on GMS. Familiars are pets that you pretty much summon that give you bonus stats to your character. But Roro, the familiar manager, is a little robot deal that allows you to summon them, and he will start out as a quest on your left hand side, and it'll give you access to the familiar menu. Now in the beginning, you will only be able to equip one of these, and you can have up to 2 presets. So generally the goal is to have one bossing preset and one item drop preset. So you're going to want 3 boss damage unique familiars and 3 unique item drop familiars. So the most common one you'll see is the white cards, and then they can also drop blue cards. So you'll have common, rare, epic, and then unique. Usually when people pick a familiar that they want to use, they usually pick the monster that they are farming for on the map that they're using. So they're there for a very long time, so they get hundreds and hundreds of them. Now I'm going to talk about the badges. So the badges is probably one of the more annoying things to work on in this familiar system. So what you do is there's certain areas where you have to collect cards from the different monsters in those areas. So if you want to do the approach that I took, I waited till I was like in the Arcane River and Cernium area to collect these, because you can get 7 of these badges very easily from here. So from Esfera, Morris, Moonbridge, Labyrinth, Limina, Cernium and Burnium, and Hotel Arcus, each one of these zones have their own badge from their monsters, and that gives you 7. So the other easy badges you can get early on are the Starter, Snowflake, Oppressor, Rebel, or the Mineral badge. All of these are fairly pretty easy to get, but you need at least 3 of these to complete getting 10 badges, because you need 10 badges to unlock all 3 familiar slots. And every time you unlock a slot, make sure you click on the little Roro that pops up on your screen on the left hand side. So every time you unlock a familiar slot, Roro will pop up here where this arrow is pointing, and you just finish the dialogue quest and it'll open up one of the slots for you. So every time you acquire a familiar or rank a familiar up from like epic to unique or what have you, you will have this little question mark in your info tab under collection, and you basically pay a little bit of mesos and you roll the lines on it. In the beginning, I wouldn't worry about too much, but lines like item drop, meso drop, ignore enemy defense is a good one. Just having something there is okay to have at the start, but what you really want is to have a familiar that you want to stick with and that you're farming from like a certain location, so you just have like hundreds and hundreds of cards, because when you upgrade these cards, and I'll get into this a little later, it costs a lot of cards and you might not always succeed in upgrading the rank. Another thing I want to go over is the shop. So in the shop, you can buy these familiar essences, and what this does is it allows you to extend your summon timer for an hour. So you can only summon your characters every day. For 2 hours, they give you a free 2 hours every day, but if you want to extend that time, you have to buy this gas can. If there's a familiar you really like, you can use the Suspicious Familiar coupon. What it does is it gives you 15 points towards the 100 or 150 or whatever rank it's at to upgrade it to the next rank. But the only thing in the shop to keep an eye out for is the Mystical Familiar card, because what this card does is it allows you to re-roll the abilities on a card, and you only want to use these on your unique cards. They also give out a bunch of these during events and things of that sort, so keep an eye out for them. Now, to bring monsters from one rank to the next, you have to level them, so you have to have them out while you are mobbing. So once they reach level 5, you can upgrade them, and on top of that, you need to feed them duplicates. So white cards are only worth 1 point each, and I believe blue cards are worth a little more, either 2 or 3, I'm not sure. But for the most part, you have to fill this bar out to 100 for blue and 150 for purple. I'm not sure what white cards are, but I've never tried to upgrade it because I've always started at blue. But you do need to feed duplicates to it on top of leveling it for the experience to get it to level 5 before you can upgrade it to the next rank. Now, these Mystical Familiar cards, this is how it works. You put a card in here, and this is a blue one. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just here to show you that you can re-roll it, and it'll roll the abilities at the bottom, but you only want to do this with unique cards. And to get currency from the shop, you simply go to the extraction tab in the collection section and you can just extract the cards. It'll even tell you how many points you're going to get. And it basically salvages the cards to where you can use for currency to buy things like gas cans or the reroll card. Also, in the info section, make sure to lock the familiars that you want to keep because you don't want to accidentally salvage something that you want to keep. Anywho, that's pretty much it for familiars. But if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything of that sort, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and sub on the way out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.